All right, let's talk about something every single developer has faced at some point, trying to make sense of a really, really complex database.
I mean, have you ever felt truly lost? You're looking at a new project and you're just trying to figure out how dozens, maybe even hundreds of tables are all connected to each other. It's a feeling we all know, right? You're trying to build this mental map, but you're just wondering, where do I even begin?
So you start scrolling through these endless files of SQL code. You see create table here, a foreign key there, something that references another table, and you're jumping between files, you're searching for table names, and just slowly and kind of painfully trying to piece this whole puzzle together. Honestly, it feels less like engineering and more like being a detective lost in a labyrinth of code.
And that, right there, is the heart of the problem. Trying to understand these complex database structures just by staring at raw SQL or tables full of data is, well, it's incredibly hard, it's slow, and let's be honest, it's super confusing.
Just think about it for a second. When you bring a new developer onto your team, how much of their first week is just spent trying to get their head around the data architecture? Or when you're reviewing a big database change, how confident are you, really, that you've caught every little thing that might break? Relying on a mental map that you build from text alone, it's just not efficient, and it's a recipe for mistakes. But what if you didn't have to build that map inside your head? What if you could just see it? Well, that is exactly where our solution for today comes into play. So let me introduce you to GraphMyDB. To put it really simply, GraphMyDB takes that confusing wall of text we were just talking about and poof, it turns it into a clear, interactive, and explorable visual map of your entire database. It's all about turning that complexity into clarity, like instantly.
And you know the best part? The whole process is unbelievably simple. There's no complicated setup, no config files to fight with. It's designed to get you from that confusing code to a clear picture in just a few seconds. It's really just a simple three-step thing. You either upload your schema file, or you can just copy and paste the raw SQL right into the browser. The tool instantly chews on it and generates an interactive diagram. And from there, you just click around on any table or column, and you can immediately see and explore all of its relationships. It is that fast. Now, this isn't just some simple drawing tool. Oh no. GraphMyDB gives you some serious superpowers for understanding, for reviewing, and just for working with your database schemas. Let's take a look at a few of them.
First things first, it's got your back when it comes to compatibility. It fully supports the most common SQL versions out there. We're talking MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQLite. It understands all the usual commands, create table, alter table, foreign key, so it's very, very likely going to work with your projects right out of the box. And its flexibility goes way beyond just SQL files. You can drop in CSV files, JSON files, even Excel spreadsheets, and it will figure out the structure and relationships for you. This makes it a really powerful tool for a whole range of data analysis tasks, not just for database admins. For all your developers out there, this is a total game changer. There's a VS Code extension that lets you right-click on any file it supports and visualize it instantly without ever having to leave your editor. That means you can analyze a schema right there in your workflow, which keeps you in the zone and totally focused. Okay, now for one of its most powerful features, schema comparison. You can upload an old version of your schema, then the new version, and the tool will visually highlight every single change. New tables, columns that were changed, new indexes, and any removed foreign keys. This makes reviewing database migrations so much easier. And it's not just visual. You get the highlighted diagram, and this is crucial, you also get a plain English changelog. It's a summary that explains every change in simple terms, which is absolutely perfect for keeping everyone, even non-technical folks, in the loop during a review. So what does this number mean, 100%? This might be the most important feature of all, especially when you're dealing with potentially sensitive data. It means the tool is 100% client-side. Let me be super clear about this. All the magic, all the parsing of your files happens right inside your browser. Your data, your schema, your code, none of it is ever uploaded to a server. It never leaves your machine. It's totally private and stateless, and you don't even need to sign up for an account to use it. So what does all of this add up to? What's the real payoff here? Well, in a single word, speed. You and your team can understand your database architecture dramatically faster and with way more accuracy. I mean, think about it. This means you can get new developers up to speed in a fraction of the time. You can make database code reviews simpler and way more accurate. You can easily untangle those super complex relationships that would be almost impossible to see in just code. You get to visually preview the impact of migrations before you ever run them. It all just boils down to saving time and, most importantly, cutting down on errors. At the end of the day, every complex database tells a story about the application it powers. It's a story of users and products and all their connections. The real question is, have you ever really seen that story clearly? Well, with a tool like this, you can. That's all for this explainer. Thanks for joining me.